Okay, welcome to week 5 math learning, and this week what we're going to do is we're going to focus on area as well as reinforce our perimeter, and then we're going to do some sort of challenges at home, and also I'm going to give you some challenges to work things out and extend your understanding of area and perimeter. So this week is focused for the first part of the week to really nail down area. Then bring the two area and perimeter together using some worded questions and all that. So by the end of the week, you will hopefully be super duper awesome at both area and perimeter. Now up here, I have a lovely grid. Okay, so you're introduced to that on Friday if you were doing all your tasks. So having the grid is actually shows the area much better. Now obviously I have a square here. I've got 5 centimetres by 5 centimetres. Okay. Now, what happens is I need to draw like 5 different squares. So I've got like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that's why I've got the 5 there. And then down this way, in my columns, I've got 5 as well. So that's what it means, 5, because they're all these centimetre. Okay, and I'll explain how that works later. Now, in the perimeter, we worked out that it is the outside of the object. So when we're walking around the outside. So if I started here, and I decided to walk all the way around, how far did I walk? Okay, now most of us were using Mr. P's strategy, and the good thing was even Asher started using Mr. P's strategy rather than going 5 plus 5 plus 5 plus 5. He decided to do length plus width times 2. Okay, so that was the formula, the easy formula to work out the perimeter. Okay, now we'll talk about the area. So, the area is the inside of the object. Okay, so perimeter is the outside, the area is the inside of the object. Now, what you have to understand is that everyone goes, oh, you know, what's that little funny little 2? So that means squared. Okay, so you'll see like an area, say 22 metres squared or 34 centimetres squared. Okay, now I'm going to explain to you why it means it's squared. Okay, so as I explained earlier, we've got 5 columns, 5 rows. So that means we've got 5 and 5. We want to know what the area is. Okay, now these little squares represent the area. So if we're going to do it the long way around, we would just go like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. Okay, so we're going to say that's 25. Now obviously there's an easy way, and not all the time are we going to be able to be looking at squares. So, what we have to do is we have to work out what's an easier way that we can do it. Now, the formula for area is a very simple one. It is just length times width equals area. Okay, it's nice and simple. Unlike the perimeter where we have to do a couple of things, this is just purely length times width. Now the whole purpose of, as I said, the little square comes in because this is technically what it looks like. Even though we don't see it, that's what it looks like. So the area of this square is length times width. So that's 5 groups of 5 is the same as 25. Okay. Now remember, the most important thing is we have to know what unit of measurement we're using. So the unit of measurement we're using is centimetres. And the reason why we put the little square there is because they're the little squares. So what it means is there's 25 centimetres squared. Okay, so 1, 2, we've got 25 square centimetres there. That's why the square comes in. It's very important that you put that. Because if I don't put 25 centimetres squared, that means it's totally different. Because 25 centimetres squared is totally different to just 25 centimetres. So the most important thing when we're doing area is to make sure that you put the squared and also the unit of measurement. Okay, so that in a nutshell, is why we have to put the squared. And the simple formula for area is length times width. Okay, so for example, we'll do another one. So this time I'm going to draw a rectangle. I've got my rectangle there. My length can be 12. My width can be 4. Okay, now I'm not going to draw all these little squares because I know there's going to be 12 here and there's going to be 4 going that way. But I know that because I can picture that in my head. But all I need to do is know my length times width. So okay, 12, or actually, I better put down what unit of measurement we're using. This time we're going to use kilometres because we know Zoe's got a massive farm and we need to keep all of her horses. We need to work out how much grass seed we need for her area. Okay, so we've got 12 kilometres by 4 kilometres. So we just do the 12 groups of 4. It's the same as 48. Making sure we have our unit of measurement, which is kilometres. And because we're doing the area, we have to make sure we do the square because there are, in here, 48 square kilometres. Okay, so that's pretty much it in terms of area. So as I said, next week we're going to be doing a mixture of games online, some worksheets, as well as some challenges for you to do in regards to both area and perimeter. So hopefully you can complete the math tasks this week with very limited ease. Thank you.